Hello Virgo, Namaste. This is I, Jimmy Louisa, here to do your reading for December of 2015. I'm going to do like I do and shuffle each deck, and then I will take 2 cards from the bottom and 2 cards from the top from each deck and lay them out. And then I'm going to read for the first 2 weeks of the month and then the second 2 weeks of the month. Let's shuffle the cards for Virgo for December of 2015. The energies and advice for Virgo for December of 2015. Well, we have 7 of spades and the 4 of clubs. And on top, Ace of diamonds and the 4 of hearts. Each of the suits is represented by red. Let's shuffle the blue deck for Virgo. All those who resonate with the sign of Virgo for December of 2015. All those resonating with the sign of Virgo for the month of December in 2015. We have the Jack of clubs, the 8 of spades, 7 of hearts, and the Ace of clubs. And I'm going to shuffle the Animal Oracle deck and see which animals will come in and lend their intuition and inspiration for you, Virgos, for the month of December of 2015. Virgo, for December, the month of December in 2015 for Virgos, a deer, and Scorpion, and bee, and the squirrel. Okay, Virgos. The deer says, take note of messages in whispers and secrets adrift on the breeze. So this is going to be about honing your intuitions and paying attention to all of the little things that are trying to help you along your path. These little intuitions. And the bee says, hard work is rewarded with responsibility and a sweetness that is shared. Oh, the bee, the little busy bee, very diligent in making this honey, which we turn also into mead, right? But also the little bee, without the little bee, nothing would exist. Because the bee pollinates everything that sustains the rest of us. So let's read your cards this way, and then I'll go into the book and read the animal oracles. Virgo, you're starting off with a 7 of spades and an ace of diamonds. Well, this is wonderful because the 7 of spades is the tangible, spades is the tangible stuff, you know, real world, the real tangible things. And a 9, and a 7. The 7 is like the outer shell of electrons with 1 missing. So it's really on the draw, it's on the pull. And the real world is really drawing in this laser beam that you have of wealth, of money. So the real world is manifesting for you your abundance. So isn't that wonderful, Virgos? The things you're doing in the real world are the avenues that are going to bring you your abundance in the first 2 weeks. And also you have the 7 of Hearts. So this is your heart on draw. This is your heart really on draw. You're like wanting to love. You're just sucking it all in. And the heart on draw is actually manifesting the brand new idea in your head. Your heart on draw is manifesting these new ideas. You have the Jack of Clubs. Clubs is all about the ethers and all about the manifesting ideas and all about that magical flow. The Jack is something new. It's something like, and you're a novice. It's a brand new idea. It's something you're trying. So the love in your heart, you're really trying to manifest. You're putting in those new ideas this month. So you have new ideas coming through the love in your heart. You're really trying to draw it in. So beautiful. In the beginning, your first 2 weeks, you have the real world drawing in the money for you. So the things that you do are sustaining you. Your job is sustaining you. The things that you're doing in this world are really bringing in the money for you and sustaining you. And the love in your heart is filling your head with wonderful ideas. Oh, isn't that lovely, Virgos? This first 2 weeks of December. Let me read Dear and Be for you. Dear, kind, gentle, alert, every sense keen, stands motionless amongst the leafy trees. Like deer, be acutely aware now of what drifts to you on the breeze. A snippet of conversation, even the fresh spice of cologne, may hold secrets untold. Deer protects herself by gathering peaceably with others in councils that you now seek to be a part of a bigger whole. If estranged from family or friends, Deer advises that the sagacious ask for forgiveness and forgive in return, fostering mutual love and the regeneration that this brings. So Deer is advising you, Virgos, this month to be aware of the little things. Be aware of the little things and really notice that the people around you who love you are there to help you along your path. They are there being your comfort, your buffer zone. Let's read B. B. Without busy bee pollinating the flowers, whose rich produce of fruit, vegetable, and seed provides for man, beast, and bird, the world's ecosystems would decay and the web of life unravel. If B has come to you now, she is asking you to look within. Do you wisely protect or thoughtlessly pollute her environment? One of the most powerful creatures on earth, B, works hard. But just as her honey makes warm, intoxicating mead, she reminds us, too, that a life without frolic and fun lacks sweetness. Okay, so Busy Bee is asking you to look within and see your real true worth. And notice that the things you do in life really do affect life itself. Without all of your hard work and nurturing tendencies, things would unravel. B is also cautioning you not to overwork, not to just work, but to really allow yourself to enjoy the sweet frolic and the fun of life. Wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to read for the second week now for you, Virgo. Virgo, the second week we have 2 4s, which is really good. 4s are like all 4 corners being there. It's a stability. You have the 4 of hearts and the 4 of clubs, meaning your heart is where it should be and your mind is where it should be. You are very balanced in the second half of December. Wonderful, wonderful. You are, like I said, very balanced. Your life is very balanced between your heart and your mind. Both are full and both are abundant. You have, it's just a balance between your heart and your mind. And here we have life. Life is full. The real world, it's an 8. An 8 is an absolute full outer shell of electrons. 8 is also infinity. So the real world, whoops, is jumping out of my hands. The real world is full. Your plate is full. You have that which you need. You don't really have to worry. You have right here the Ace of clubs, which is the ether. This is a laser beam. So your full life through your focused attention. Wonderful. Wow, you have a pretty fulfilling month this month, Virgos. Let's see what animal oracles will lend for you. You have Scorpion and Red Squirrel for the second half of the month. Scorpion says, in a new relationship, passion offers the challenge of ecstasy and pain. And Red Squirrel says, gather your resources now, for they will sustain you through the coming change. So you may have a new love relationship coming in. You're very balanced, it says. So here's your balance between your mind and your heart. A new relationship, yes, it can mean pain, but it means ecstasy as well if you let it in. Let me read Scorpion and Red Squirrel for you. Scorpion. Imbued with powers of such wonder as protecting the mighty Egyptian goddess Isis from Pusian enemies, Scorpion inspires both reverence and respect. Her sting brings forth both death and a potent aphrodisiac for her mate, passion. A reminder that sex affects our psyches in different and powerful ways. At our most vulnerable, we can be painfully hurt. At our most passionate, transported into ecstasy. Relationships entered into now will profoundly affect your being. Scorpion counsels that you accept the challenge. If you want your life to be profoundly affected, the second half of December, Virgos, you could have a new relationship coming in for you. Let's see what Red Squirrel has to add. Red Squirrel. Benevolent Red Squirrel has scurried into your cards so that you may prepare for the future, for changes in the air. She counsels that you gather skills that are universally transferable and fundamental. The simple tools of life, such as cooking or the growing of vegetables, too, often cast aside in a metropolitan world. And preserve some for today's material bounty, for the morrow. Unencumbered and adaptable, you may then, like squirrel, swim with the tides of the future and enjoy what is here today. So, this card is asking you, the squirrel is coming to remind you to prepare yourself for this new world that you're stepping into. If you want a new relationship, this wonderful new relationship that be coming in, you prepare yourself. Make yourself everything you want to find in somebody else, find it in yourself. And this way you will be able to attract that one that's coming in. All the little skills of life, like, keeping your house nice and keeping your bank account, they're balanced, and the little things, having a garden, growing some vegetables, the little things in life. To gather these skills and prepare yourselves so when the right one comes along, you can actually make the most of this wonderful opportunity that's coming in for you. So let's recap. In the beginning of the month, you have the real world really drawing in that laser beam of abundance starting to come in for you. You have your heart really putting wonderful ideas in your head the first half of the month. You're going to be aware and pay attention to the little things, the little things that happen. Be acutely aware of what's going on in your world, and be aware that the little things that you do really do have an effect. So make sure that you do the things that are right, that will affect your life in the right way in the first half of the month, because in the second half of the month you are very, very balanced now. Your mind is balanced and your heart is balanced. You also have the real world feeling very, very full for you. It's infinitely full, and your mind is like a laser beam, really manifesting that magic in your life, which is because you're so full in your heart, because you're so balanced. You are gathering those tools. You have prepared yourself for a future, and it looks like love is on the table for you, Virgos, for this month of December. So happy December to you, Virgos. Have a lovely December, and I'll see you next month.